Welcome to PMPA's Final Cut of the Week, where we share important information you may have missed while you were making essential parts. I'm Renee Merker.
And I'm Miles Free. This is what you need to know for the week ending June 21st, 2024. Manufacturing led the surge in industrial production for May 2024, with an increase of 0.9% for both manufacturing and the headline industrial production number. Industrial production had declined in the prior 2 months. Compared to the year earlier level, industrial production in May of 2024 was 0.4% higher, according to the Federal Reserve. Seasonally adjusted gross value of durable goods for May was $565.6 billion, up $8.9 billion from April. Automotive products were $409.8 billion in May, up $5.9 billion over April. Our take? PMPA's monthly business trends report has been solidly positive all year, and this May industrial production report validates our continued optimism despite higher borrowing costs and other factors.
The New York Empire State Manufacturing Index rose from minus 15.6 in May to minus 6 in June 2024, which is better than expected. It is the highest reading in 4 months, although it is still pointing to a slight decline in manufacturing activity in the New York state. New orders held steady, while shipments inched higher. Delivery times shortened somewhat, and supply availability remained about the same. The index has moved a long way from the lows of minus 43.7 in January 2024, which was the lowest reading since COVID. It seems negative sentiment coming into 2024 weighed heavy on this indicator, and the reality is it's not proving to be true.
U.S. cutting tool orders year-to-date rose just under 5% over 2023. April was 1.1% higher than in March and just above February, making April the highest reading of the index since August of 2023. Orders were $214.7 million in April, pushing the 3-month moving average well above the 12-month trend line. This is good news that we are still seeing growth in the cutting tool market and that the increases are more along the trend line. Wild upswings were from increased prices, not growth.
U.S. machine tool orders totaled $317.9 million in April of 2024, which is down 25.6% from March 2024, but only 5.4% behind April of 2023. Year-to-date orders are lagging in 2023 by 16.2%. Currently, the West and Southeast regions are leading the charge with 30% and 15.4% growth over April 2023. Machine tool orders tend to move in cycles. Coming off the historically large purchases in 2021 through 2022, a decrease is expected.
On this week's Speaking of Precision podcast, Carly Kistler-Miller, David Wynn, and I review 10 important things to know for performers going into their first CNC machinist position to ensure longevity in a career in precision machining. This podcast and our Speaking of Suppliers podcast can be found on major podcast platforms or on pmpa.org.
Now it's time for our weekly tip. As workforce challenges continue, you may want to consider justice-impacted individuals for your next hire. To learn more, go to pmpa.org's Knowledge Centers or Final Cut of the Week.
And that's our take on what you need to know for the week ending June 21st, 2024. For additional information and links about any of the topics discussed today, go to pmpa.org and click on Final Cut of the Week.
Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next Friday.